We will look at when to use smaller models. So smaller models, they are appropriate when task is simple and repetitive. For simple and repetitive task, we can consider smaller models. Tool selection is straightforward. When the tool selection is straightforward, we can consider the smaller models. When low latency is critical, this is very important. When you want fast response, like when you are making some real time system, there this latency plays a very important role. For real time systems, smaller models you can consider, because with smaller models you can get very fast response. So low latency is critical, you should consider smaller models. When the task is simple and repetitive, you can consider smaller models. When the tool selection is very straightforward, you can consider smaller models. Cost sensitivity is high. If you are running out of budget, or you don't want to spend more, you can consider the smaller models. And high concurrency is expected. So if you want high concurrency, you can go for smaller models. Let us look at some examples wherein smaller models is sufficient. So intent classification. For intent classification, you can consider a smaller model. FAQ routing, you can consider a smaller model. Simple status check, you can consider a smaller model. Log parsing, you can consider a smaller model. So professional agents, they often use collection of models. So professional agents, what they do for smaller, they use smaller models for routing purposes. They use larger models for reasoning purpose, larger models for reasoning purpose. So hybrid approach they are following. So whenever simple repetitive task is involved, they will go for smaller models, like for routing, intent classification, simple status check, log parsing. You should consider smaller models. And for reasoning, for planning, you should consider larger models.